Okay, we're asked to use the rational zeros theorem to find all the possible zeros of this function, and it says you do not need to factor. So this rational zeros theorem, what you do, and it's if you use the AC method, this might make a little bit more sense to you, is you're looking at all the factors of the constant term, and we're going to call that P, over all the factors of the leading coefficient. And why I said if you use the AC method is, you remember you multiplied the last term by the first term. And so we're going to call that, to get that to match, Q. And so what we do is, this implies that if I write all the factors of 5 and all the factors at 2, that one of these are a possible rational zero. So I'm going to do 5 first. Let me just write it like this, which are going to be the factors of 5, and then this one will be the factors of 2. All right, so there are those values. I think all the factors of 5 would be -1, 1, 5, -5, and 5. Okay, so you want to write the negatives as well. And then all the factors of 2 would be -1, 1, -2, and 2. Now this part's a little tedious, but you're going to see that you'll get a lot of repetition. What I'm going to do is I am going to write -1 over every single denominator. So in other words, -1 over -1, -1 over 1, -1 over -2, and -1 over 2. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the 1. So 1 over -1, 1 over 1, 1 over -2, and 1 over 2. Do the same thing with the -5. So -5 over -1, -5 over 1, -5 over -2, and -5 over 2. And now finally this 5 over each one of these. So 5 over -1, 5 over 1, 5 over make that look a little bit better, 5 over -2, and then 5 over 2. Now what's nice about this is you don't use repeated values. So I think -1 over -1 would be the same as 1. I think -1 over 1 would be the same as 1 over -1. Negative and a negative would be the same as this positive, and this would be the same here. Doing the same below, negative and a negative would be the same here. -5, and then negative and a negative would be my positive, and then my negative. So all I'm doing is I'm getting rid of anything being repeated. So now I just write these out. So -1 over -1 would be 1. The next one would be -1, a positive 1/2, a negative 1/2, a 5, a -5, a 5 over 2, and a -5 over 2. And those would be my possible rational zeros.